everybody, welcome to another round of coffee questions. And still, today's topic is going to be, some of this restoration stuff, because I keep popping by this business. It was an automotive industrial kind of a business, selling everything off, big equipment, stuff like that. Nothing I'm interested in, but I go through all the little stuff and see if there's anything worthwhile. And sometimes I come across these old tools you've seen in the past videos. I go through simple restoration of them, make them look good again, and hang on to them, rather than see them, get scrapped out or just thrown and abused or whatever. But anyway, so you've seen in the past few videos I've done that. Now, what's really peculiar in this one, which is totally different, and it's off the topic of handyman stuff and tools, is I came across these. These are old-time skates. They were just thrown into a box as junk. They were going to go to thrift store or be thrown out or whatever, and what do you want for these? Just take them. Okay. So what's interesting about these is the blade on the bottom is thick. I mean, that's a thick blade. And I suppose they got these little nuts and stuff here on the bottom, right up in here. You could loosen these and affix these clamps to the side of your shoe, and the toe of your shoe went in up here, and it does have another adjustment nut right here in the middle. Now, I'm not real sure. That might give you a little more length, I think. Well, it does give you a little more length, not a lot, but you can see back here there's a slot up in here. Let me see, up in here where you do have a little bit more room, to pull these back, but not a lot. And I don't know a lot about these. I got a set of these. I got two of them here. Okay, but they're the same. They're a matching set. And I thought, well, what am I going to do with these? But I guess you can't beat free. So I brought them home. I cleaned them up. I put a little bit of stuff on there to see if I could lift some of the rust. Then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to leave them how they are, rustic, old-looking skates. I know that people collect them. I'll probably put them on eBay, or I'll do something, with these and sell them. It's not something that I collect, but it's something that I want to see just get discarded as trash. Now, these are old. Let me show you something interesting that I also got along with that. They're even older, okay? So, and they're a pair of kids' skates. It's got a big hole here on each side, like a slot cut into it. I suppose there was a leather strap that came through there and strapped over the front of your foot. And there's one here, which probably came forward around your ankle, I'm guessing. And again, if you look at the bottom of this, it's got a real thick blade on it. The other interesting thing about this is it has a spike right here. Okay, so I am guessing that the heel of your shoe, when you stepped onto this, that spike went up into it and held it from, this kind of lateral movement or whatever. And the platform itself is made out of wood. At one time, this whole thing was painted a red color. I have not removed the finish on this. I simply cleaned it up, again, using that bartender's, helper's, keeper stuff. And it's what I had laying around. You could probably clean it up with whatever you want, but that's what I use. There's a link below. But anyway, it works really good. The bartender's, keeper's, helper stuff, I use it on a lot of projects, on a lot of restoration stuff. And I use it to clean brass, copper, all kinds of metal. It works really well with just a nylon scrub brush. And like I said, I put it in the link below. Yes, I'm an Amazon Prime Associate member, blah, blah, blah. Extra money feeds my stray cats. I'm not making a lot of money off of it, but people often wonder what products I use. Most products that I use, I buy off Amazon. It ships Prime, it comes to my doorstep. I don't got to run around looking for stuff that, I commonly use. So that's the reason why I do it, and I might as well get a little commission at the same time. So that dispels all of that in the question and answer session, why I'm always, taunting about Amazon. I'm not. That's just where I happen to get a lot of stuff. Back to the skates. Pretty cool, right? So I'm sitting there thinking, what am I going to do with these? The same thing, I don't know. I suppose people out there collect these old-time skates. It's got this nice little curved decorative piece of steel here in the front. Very simplistically made, with a spike, which I thought, wow, you better hope you got some thick shoes. That sucker is going to hurt coming up into the heel of your foot. Anyway, just a quick tip, kind of a video. I don't like to see, like I say in my videos, this old stuff get thrown out. If I look at it, it looks like all the pieces are there or close to it, and somebody doesn't want much for it, or I can get it really inexpensively. I buy it, collect it, whatever. You know, I do simple restorations. I don't play with the finish or anything like that. I leave them just the way they are and just clean them up. A little bit of Johnson's paste wax a lot of times. This one I have not done that with yet. I probably will, but it's just a simple little project. Anyway, this is just a side thing from all of the how-tos and everything that I do. I just thought, well, somebody might be interested in seeing what these look like a long time ago. This is what they looked like a long time ago. These, like I said, are older than these. This is more of an adult. This was probably for a child from looking at the foot size. So I don't know. I don't know a lot about these. If you do, I mean, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think, or you have any more information to add to these. Anyway, I'm not going to rattle on about it. We go over to questions and answers. One of the questions is what refinishing, what finishing or refinishing materials am I using when I do these restorations? A lot of times nothing. I just clean up things really well. I might put a coat of Johnson's paste wax on them. I don't like to interfere with the original finishes and by repainting them black and all this stuff that I've seen people do in total restorations. These aren't anything that's like super high-end expensive, but it's just my preference to take them back as close as I can to what they originally look like and then just leave them be. That's just my way of doing it, and like I said, I know it's simple, fast. I don't even know if I would call it a restoration more than, just cleaning them up real good and getting them ready just to display them for people to look at. Okay, not a lot of questions this time. It was just meant to be a quick tip video on these skates. Like I said, I just found it really interesting, especially when I saw that spike in the heel. I was like, damn, that would flippin' hurt if you were not wearing thick-soled shoes. And I'm pretty sure the slots, like I said, was meant for a leather strap that came up over the top of the foot to hold the front part down. And then this comes over, like I said, the ankle. I'm theorizing because I can see this piece of leather here that's long been rotted and gone was here. So they probably tilted forward and the strap secured like across the front, and that held your foot in. That's my guess. Not an expert on this stuff. Okay, I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe. I hope you keep following me. We will do some more how-to projects coming up, or some tool reviews or something. I know a little off topic, but this was kind of a fun little find. And I thought I'd just share what these things look like with everybody. You folks have a great weekend. Click subscribe, drop me a comment, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.